The moment you walk through those doors, the chips clicking, the lights spinning, the laughter, you already know a casino is designed to take your money. But when that casino is floating 30 miles offshore in the middle of the ocean, the rules change completely. And almost nobody talks about that. Over the years, the Cruisify team has dug into every corner of how cruise ship casinos actually operate. And what we found will genuinely change how you think about your next sailing. So stay with me, because what's coming might be the most valuable 10 minutes of your entire cruise planning life. Here's something nobody puts in the welcome packet. Cruise ship slot machines are not the same as the ones in Vegas or Atlantic City. On land, casinos are heavily regulated. Machines must return a minimum percentage back to players, and most run well above that to stay competitive. At sea, once the ship crosses into international waters, those regulations largely disappear. Cruise lines can configure their machines however they like, and many tighten them significantly, sometimes down to payout rates that would never be permitted on shore. Run the simple numbers. $1,000 through a Vegas machine? You might lose around 60. The same 1,000 through a cruise ship machine? Closer to 150. Same excitement. Very different math. And the early wins you feel on night one? That's the machine doing exactly what it's designed to do. Hook you early, so you keep coming back all week. You've placed maybe 2 bets. A smiling server appears? Cocktail on the house. That is not generosity. That is strategy. Alcohol impairs the part of your brain that knows when to stop. One drink can extend your session by an hour you never planned to spend, at a machine already tilted against you. The drink costs the casino almost nothing. The extra hour you stay? Worth far more than that cocktail ever cost them. Watch where the servers move fastest. It's almost always the slot machines. The highest margin games on the floor. That's not coincidence. That's choreography. That player's card they hand you at the door? It's not just tracking points. It's tracking everything, every bet, every machine, every session length. Sailing after sailing, it's building a profile, and the number that matters most isn't your wins or losses. It's your theoretical loss based on how long you played and what you wagered. Sit at a $5 blackjack table for 2 hours? Your theo might be $6, regardless of whether you walked out up or down 100. That $6 determines your comped dinner, your discounted offer in the inbox months later, your cabin upgrade. Consistent, steady play with your card in beats one big, reckless night every single time. Yes, comped cruises genuinely happen. Passengers earn free cabins, sometimes balconies, occasionally suites, purely through casino activity. But the cruise line is making one very specific bet that once you're back on board, you'll return to that casino floor and restart the whole cycle. You'll still pay port fees, taxes, and gratuities. And the real cost is your continued loyalty as a player. For passengers who understand the system, though, this can become a genuine travel strategy, turning consistent, smart play into future sailings at the cruise line's expense. Table games are where the math actually favors you. Blackjack with basic strategy runs under 1% house edge. Craps, with the right bets, is similar. Now compare that to cruise ship slots carrying 10 to 15% edges. That's not a small gap. That's a completely different game. Table games also move slower. Your money lasts longer. Your entertainment value is higher, and your theo builds over more time. You look more valuable to the system while actually spending less. The quiet $5 blackjack player who shows up every night almost always ends up better treated than the person who burned through $500 in slots on day one. Busy hours after the evening show, sea days, formal nights, are when the casino makes the most money. The atmosphere is engineered. The energy pulls you in and makes time disappear. Quiet hours, mid-afternoon, late after midnight are a different experience entirely. Staff pay closer attention. Hosts drop small gestures to keep the room alive. A play voucher, a drink without asking, a little onboard credit, and the tracking system notices consistency. The passenger who shows up at the same time each day stands out far more than the random big spender who never returns. Most passengers walk past the casino host every night without knowing what they can actually do. Comped dinners, spa treatments, specialty dining, private event invitations. On future sailings, cabin upgrades. None of this comes automatically from the points system. It comes from a personal relationship. Introduce yourself. Show up consistently. Be warm and easy to deal with. A $5 blackjack player who knows the host's name will be treated better than a stranger who loses big once and disappears. Hosts are human beings. They use their discretion for people they genuinely like. That one conversation has transformed entire cruises for people in the Crucify community. The machines near the entrance pay smaller wins more frequently because the sound of a payout near the door is advertising. It tells every passing passenger the casino is paying out. The machines in the back corners? Tighter. Their job is to hold the players already seated. High-denomination slots sit in private areas. Serious players feel exclusive. Casual passengers don't watch anyone lose big quickly. Blackjack tables are front and center. Craps gets pushed aside. Poker is isolated entirely. Once you see the floor as a designed environment rather than a random room, you stop wandering and start choosing intentionally. That shift alone puts you ahead of most people walking through those doors. Watch what happens your final evening at sea. Promotions, double points, raffles, tournaments. Hosts suddenly very visible. This is their last window and they're very good at using it. The odds don't change. The payout percentages are identical to night one. The raffle doesn't loosen the machines, but the psychology is powerful. Last night, vacation almost over. Why not one more shot? That thought is exactly what the casino is counting on. If you've played consistently all week, the final night promotions can genuinely boost your profile for future offers. But walking in cold, hoping for a last-minute jackpot? That's the house's favorite customer. For consistent players, the benefits don't stop at the casino door. Drink packages, specialty dining, spa credits, Wi-Fi, mid-cruise cabin upgrades, invitations to private events that never appear in the daily schedule. None of it is advertised because it exists because keeping you loyal across multiple sailings is worth far more to the casino than any single night of play. Most passengers never access any of this, simply because they never ask. They assume the system gives them everything automatically. It doesn't. Hosts have discretion, and they use it for guests they know, value, and enjoy dealing with. Now you know the system. Use it. Now you know exactly how the system works. Use it. If Crucify helped you cruise smarter today, subscribe and hit the bell. New insider secrets drop every week. See you on the next one. Cruise smart.